We've actually known for a long time that data security is the main concern, the main issue. No one's dealt with it because it's being so complex. And you're saying over at Cyera, well, actually it doesn't really need to be that complex, but it's a story you can actually tell today which you couldn't tell before, correct?
We can actually solve this priority easier, simpler than ever before. And the reason we can do that is the power of AI and the power of the cloud.
That is directly connected to essentially identifying and labeling data.
Now it's much easier, and it can also happen at scale, which is a huge, huge challenge for the big enterprises.
From the point that you start ingesting to the point that they're now have an understanding, controlling, what has happened in those 2 points and what's the timeline?
So Cyera is able to ingest hundreds of petabytes of data within days and be able to fully classify the enterprise data landscape. And this is allowing customers, first of all, to realize that they've got a lot of stuff they don't want.
There's never been a time in history that someone says, yes, I know where all my data is and I know what it is.
We're all hoarders. We all like to hoard a lot of things, and especially a lot of data. And the ability to see what you have out there allows you, first of all, to get rid of a lot of junk, reduce your attack surface, reduce your cost, and prepare for what's happening with AI. Because when we're looking at this AI revolution, it runs on GPUs and runs on data. And if the data is going to be a mess, we're not going to be able to adopt this in the right ways, and definitely not in secure ways. And that's why so many enterprises are doing this today, because they understand that they are not going to be able to adopt AI securely without this type of visibility into data, without this type of control over data that DLP never gave them.
Everything you want to do with data cannot happen unless you classify it, unless you label it. What am I able to do now?
The first thing you're able to do is to remove risk. Now that you know that what spreadsheet actually has the sensitive data in it, you can check who can access that spreadsheet. Overall, improve your security posture in a very meaningful way with very small actions that need to be taken. You're able to identify places where the enterprise is doing something the CISO organization is not even aware of. DSPM, in its ability to go out and discover all the data stores and all the data within it without asking the practitioners what to look for and where to look for, that's a game-changing technology for the ability to identify data risk and remove it. And this launch that we've brought here at Black Hat and the identity model, it's a game-changing technology for the industry, and we're seeing customers adopt it at a rapid pace. You can have granular controls and granular monitoring of who can access what data across the entire enterprise stack. And that was never available before.